Okay, so while I'm on the topic of impossible platinum trophies, I could talk about a couple that, like I said, I'm a completionist, so if I can get a platinum, I most likely will, eventually. If it's like a big grindy trophy, then I usually wait until I have an opportunity to kind of grind. Like, there's a couple times, like, for example, like, League of Legends Worlds is coming up, or is actually now. There's the semifinals for this weekend. So I'm probably going to use the semifinals to grind something, one of these platinum trophies that I'm thinking about picking up. I'm thinking about doing Borderlands, thinking about doing God of War Ascension. Not Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2. Because I have all the trophies but 2 of them, but the 2 I need left are grindy. So, but anyway, so I try to find like a time when I can like watch something and grind at the same time. So either that or like there's something that that I can do while I'm grinding. I usually try to wait for that, but sometimes I just do it, you know. Some grinding really isn't that bad, but then there's other games like this Borderlands 2 trophy. I have to have something else going on because I've beaten that game already like 3 times, and I have to beat it again, so I'm gonna be like super bored while I'm doing it. So not super bored, especially the other thing that really helps actually is waiting a long time. You know, fuck this, I'm not fighting this, jeez. If you wait a long time to get like a grindy trophy, then when you come back, it's actually more entertaining because you haven't played the game in a long time. So that's another thing that helps. Then that'll probably help with Borderlands, because I haven't played Borderlands 2 in like years. So anyways, what I was trying to say is that there's only been a couple trophies that I've actually completely given up on. Like, will not go back and try to get, no matter what. No matter what anyone tells me, I probably will never ever try to get it. Either for specific, like, personal reasons, or just it's too hard, or whatever. Which honestly, I don't think there's a single platinum trophy other than Meat Boy that I think is actually too difficult for me to do. I've never told myself that any video game is too hard for me. And that's probably why I have so many platinum trophies, is that I always persevere and practice and get better. And I truly believe that with all video games, if you play it long enough, you will get good enough. And, you know, with Super Meat Boy, I'm sure I could get good enough with it. But it would take so long. I mean, I'm good at platformers. I mean, I have several world records in Rayman Legends. But I don't think I'm good enough at Meat Boy to be able to get that platinum in a reasonable amount of time. Like, it would probably take me 2 years of playing that game before I got good enough to get that platinum trophy. And I could get countless other platinums and do countless other things with my life. So it's just not worth it. But I guess I wouldn't even say that's too hard for me, especially since I beat Meat Boy way quicker than most people do, I think. I got through the game actually pretty quickly. I think I picked it up really fast. So I probably could, you know, in a maybe a smaller period of time than a normal person, practice that game enough to have a chance of getting that platinum trophy. But it's just not in my best interest. There's so many other things I could do, and I don't like the game enough to spend that much time. I do like it; it's a good game, but I don't like it enough to spend that much time. Look at this Claymore. Sword effective against giants. Huh. Okay. can't even equip it. I'll have to remember that if I end up fighting any giants. I hope that doesn't happen, because that sounds terrifying. So the Super Meat Boy one would just take too much of my life to complete. Another one I gave up on was Prince of Persia for PS3. There's a trophy in that game where you have to do every combo in the game. But it doesn't let you know which combos you've done and which combos you haven't done. And in order for a combo to count, you have to hit with every attack in the combo, which the game is kind of difficult to tell if you're actually hitting things or not. I mean, an enemy could block one of the hits of the combo, and it would be kind of hard to notice. So basically what you have is this trophy that you have to work like an hour, 2 hours doing combos and marking them all off this giant list of combos, because there's a ton of them. And then once you get to the end, if the trophy doesn't pop, you have no choice but to do all of them again, because you have no idea which ones you've done and which ones you haven't done, and which one didn't register and which one did register. So it's just, it's like the most mind-numbing trophy you could ever imagine, and I will most likely never ever take the time to do that. Even though I'm pretty sure I got all the other trophies in the game, or at least got it to a point where the rest of the trophies would be fairly simple to get. But never will I ever do that. It's just, it's like, it sounds awful and I don't want to do it. Another one I gave up on was Carnival Island for the PS3. It's a PlayStation Move game. I actually looked up the trophy on, that was another one that I looked up to see how many people got it. And like 50 people have gotten it, which is nuts, because that game has been out for years. And there's more people in this world, like there's probably like 100, 200 trophy hunters who literally try to get every, I mean there's probably more than that, but I mean there's probably a good 200 people who have played every single PS3 game trying to get the trophies. And so you're telling me that like 150 of those 200 people actually gave up on that trophy, even though they're trophy hunters and they've done other ridiculous trophies. And if you played the game, you'd understand why it's fucking impossible, because it's the PlayStation Move. So although I think the Move is actually really good, I think it's one of the best motion control things that there are out there. And you can argue with me on that or not, but I've had a Wii fidget all around all the time, but the Move was pretty much always pretty accurate. But anyways, you have to play these carnival games, right? And oh my god, look at all those fucking chests. And wait a second, did those chests? Wasn't there like a chest in the middle of other chests? Like, how do you even pick that up? Oh no, okay. You can get to all those. I thought there was one that was like in the middle of all the other ones that you wouldn't like ever be able to reach it, but no. Okay, so anyways, so there you have to play these carnival games like skee-ball and stuff. And the one that I couldn't get my mind around was there's a skee-ball trophy for hitting the 100 on every ball, which sounds pretty hard, but sounds possible. And I actually think I finally did that one. And I was like, okay, that's got to be like the hardest trophy in the game, right? Getting a perfect score on skee-ball, like that's nuts. But no, there's another trophy that's even harder on skee-ball. You have to hit all of the holes in order. So you have to hit like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then you have to hit the 100 on the right side, and then you have to hit the 100 on the left side. And I think that's like, that would be 7 shots and you get 8 balls. But it doesn't matter because you have to do them all in a row. So you can miss the first one and still have a chance. But other than that, if you fuck up, you're done. And it's so unbelievably difficult. Like, I cannot describe. I mean, because the game, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close to real skee-ball. So if you want to understand how hard this trophy is, go to your resident Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's or whatever gaming area you have at your hometown, and try to, at the skee-ball machine, try to hit the 10, the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, the right 100, and then the left 100 all in a row. In perfect order. And tell me that that trophy isn't one of the hardest damn things you ever heard of in your whole entire life. I mean, it's so ridiculously difficult for no reason. Like, because the game is carnival games. Like, this game was designed for fucking 10-year-olds. And I had a lot of fun playing it. I think it's actually a really good PS3 game. Probably one of my favorite move games. But it's not like it's fucking Dark Souls. It's fucking carnival games. Why do you have to make a trophy that's that fucking hard? I mean, holy shit. And I like hard I like challenges. I like when games have challenges. If that challenge wasn't there, I'd probably think that the game was a little worse because I would have just done all the challenges and that would have been it. But I don't know. That's a little ridiculous, I liked the get a perfect game. Like, that was hard, and it was challenging, and it made me want to try to get it. But the fucking hit them all in a row thing, that's so hard. Like, that doesn't make me want to play the game. That makes me want to throw it out the window. Like, there's a difference between being challenging enough to, make someone want to try to beat it, and then there's just aggravating. And that's just aggravating. It doesn't feel challenging, it just feels aggravating. Like, it's just nearly impossible. And this is coming from a guy who beat Final Fantasy X with no sphere grid, no summons, and no overdrives. That was a challenge that I felt was extremely, extremely difficult, but the game was fun enough to make me want to attempt it, But skee-ball isn't that fun. You can't make something that difficult in fucking skee-ball. It just makes no sense. I'm getting all this mithril shit, and I already have a full mithril set. Potion, tent. I can't believe these are all like things. This is fucking awesome. So yeah, that one I pretty much gave up on because the game isn't like... I don't think there exists a person on the planet that loves skee-ball so much that they'd want to try to attempt that. At least with Super Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy's a fun game. So there exist people that love the game so much that they actually want to try to beat everything without dying. But skee-ball is just fucking skee-ball. I mean, it's like, for how damn simple it is, how could you want to pursue something that difficult in it, It just makes very little sense. But yeah, I don't like skee-ball enough to punish myself that much to try to attempt that. And what's funny is I actually did try to attempt it a lot. A buddy and me tried to do it legitimately for a while, and we gave up and decided we're pretty much never... Oh, that's scary. That is terrifying. That is a terrifying looking sprite. But yeah, we pretty much gave up on it. Trying to think, what other trophies did I give up on? Demon Souls I gave up on. I actually got the Platinum for Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, and I probably would get it for Dark Souls 1 if I played Dark Souls 1, but I don't have Dark Souls 1. I heard that it wasn't as great, and I like Dark Souls 2 a lot, so I didn't see a reason to go play Dark Souls 1. But maybe one day I will. I've heard that Dark Souls 1's trophy is actually really bad, though. So I don't actually know about that, but I haven't played it, so I don't... Oh, that looks bad. Yeah, that hurt. But anyways, Demon Souls is fucking outrageous. You have to get, like, every weapon in the game and level them all up, and you have to beat the game, like, a bajillion times. It's just, like, that's just not fun. I mean, there's a difference between grinding and then just, like, wasting your life. And that's, like, wasting your life territory, where it's like, I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore. I mean, and here's the thing, grinding is sometimes monotonous, but there's a point where it can be so monotonous that you could, Oh, there's that Mithril Axe. I just got one. Maybe I'll try it out here. Let's see. See, but ACC, I guess that's accuracy or whatever, goes down, and I feel like Mithril Sword's better. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy that. And a potion, great. But yeah, like there's a point where a trophy can be so monotonous that you could watch TV or something while you do it. And honestly, I don't mind that too much. You know, I did the trophy for the Ratchet and Clank All for One. You just had to get a million bolts, so you just had to play the same shit over and over again. And so I did that while I was doing other things, and it really wasn't that bad. But for like Demon Souls, you have to beat the game on New Game Plus over and over and over again. And so you have to be focused because you have to beat the game because the game keeps getting harder. So you actually have to be focused, but it's just the same shit over and over. And so it's just like, at that point, it's not even monotonous enough for me to want to do it, surprisingly. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. But I think actually I was going to do that trophy, even though you had to beat the game a bunch of times, because the game's pretty fun. But the one reason I actually gave up on it was because there's a trophy where you have to upgrade all the weapons, and in that game, to upgrade the weapons, you need a material from crystal lizards. And crystal lizards have a limited spawn rate. They only spawn like twice, like 2 or 3 times or whatever it is, in a certain spot, and then they're gone forever until you start the game completely over. And that's where I threw in the towel. I was like, come on, you're telling me that I get like 3 attempts, and if I fuck it up, then I have to beat the whole game over again to get 3 more attempts? Like, that's just outrageous. I mean, at a certain point, I've done some ridiculously, you know, grindy things. For the challenge runs that I've done with Final Fantasy X and stuff, there's been some things that I had to grind out that were absolutely insane, but giving a player only a set amount of times to do something, and then they have to go through the entire game again before attempting again, and it's not like catching crystal lizards, it's easy. It takes some practice to get good at. But you can't practice it because you get 3 attempts and it's gone. So, that shit's just stupid. I don't know why they would do something like that. I understand having the crystal lizards have a set spawn rate. So if you miss them, you know, you don't get it and you have to play the game over again. But why make it a trophy to do that shit, you know? Make it something special. You get a special weapon that helps you out with shit. That's fine, but make it a trophy that you have to do to get the platinum, you know? That's just stupid. It's stupid, and I think it's stupid. So I'm probably never going to get that trophy. Another one I gave up on was Diablo 3, but not for the reason you think. I actually was like an hour away from getting that platinum trophy, and then my PS3 died and I lost my save file, and the only trophy I need to complete it is the grinding money trophy, and it took, I think, 3 playthroughs of the game, maybe 4, plus several hours of grinding to get to where I was about, like, I don't know, maybe an hour or 2 hours away from getting it. So in order to get that platinum trophy, I would have to start a new game and do all of that again. Everything that I did for all the trophies, I'd have to redo to get to that point where I had enough money to get the final trophy. And no one wants to do that shit. That's like building a house and then knocking it down and having to build it again. You know? Like, no one wants to do that. So I will probably never do that unless I get somebody to play through the entire game with me again. But the thing is, the new PS4 version of Diablo 3 came out, and I think it has a different set of trophies. So if I were ever to do that, I'd probably just do it on the like, there'd be no reason for me to go back and play the PS3 one. I might as well do the PS4 one. So yeah, I would have to do the PS4 one, get the platinum in that, and then do it all over again to get the platinum in 3, and that's just, you know, why that would just be, that would be suicide. That would be suicide of my brain cells. So, I think that's about it in terms of giving up on platinums. I don't know why I'm looking at antidotes. Probably because I was going through the lava and thinking that I was poisoned, but I wasn't. So yeah, I think that's about it for platinums that I've just completely given up on. All the other platinums I just haven't gotten to yet, or they're just games that I didn't like enough to actually beat them, so I don't want to get the platinum. There's a couple platinums that I thought about giving up on, and then didn't, you know. Several platinums I was like, I'm never going to get that, and then I went back and actually did it. One of those was Destiny, actually. Mostly because I started hating playing Destiny. Look at this shit. You know, why does this happen? Why just sometimes can you not run away? Then I run away. What the fuck? This game is frustrating. But, yeah, there was a couple, like Destiny, I didn't want to play the game anymore because I hated it, but I was really close to the platinum, but I needed the Flawless Raider platinum, or trophy, and I was like, man, is it really worth trying to get this Flawless Raider in a game that I really hate? And then me and Zaf, you might know Zaf from Call of Duty, COD Thursdays, or some of the other videos on the channel, me and him did it. We did a two-person Flawless Raider. And once I got that, I was like, okay, well now I have to get the platinum because I got Flawless Raider, and so I have to do this. And so I got it. But yeah, that was quite the nightmare. And it was actually it was fun once we did it, you know. We felt really accomplished once we finally did it. But it was a nightmare doing it, and a lot of frustrating nights of failing and getting angry, and because the thing was with that trophy is that stupid shit can happen, you know? We had the perfect setup to where if we were to do it now, we'd probably still do it fine. But stupid shit kept happening, you know, someone would get disconnected, or something would happen that wasn't supposed to happen, or a glitch would happen and, you know, we'd die for no reason, and it was so frustrating just knowing that our skill level was enough to get the platinum, but the game was too shitty to give us the trophy, you know? Like, it was so frustrating, because we knew we could do it, but the game had to cooperate, and the game did not want to cooperate. It kept fucking up, and stupid shit kept happening, and it was so frustrating, but we finally did it. So that was one that I thought about giving up on, and then I didn't, and I persevered and got it. I know my very first platinum trophy was Call of Duty World at War, and I don't know how I persevered through that. If you have the World at War trophy, you know why. It is a nightmare. It is so difficult, and that game isn't great either. So to persevere through it and get it was nuts, and I don't know what pushed me to do it, but I did it, and I'm happy I did it. But yeah, it was no fun. And I'm actually pretty excited here now because we have gotten all those chests in that room and successfully got out and saved. So now we can move on with the volcano. I don't have to worry about going up there. I can just skip it. So this is actually pretty nice. Oops. Yeah. So yeah, that's really nice that I got that done. Can't think of any. I'm trying to think of some of the other platinum trophies I've gotten. Wonder what's the hardest platinum trophy I've gotten. I know I wrote it in the description of the video. I was like, this is the hardest platinum trophy I've ever gotten, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'd have to see my list of platinum trophies I've gotten, and then I'd be able to tell you. But yeah, there's some that I've gotten that were really difficult and I persevered through. And there's others that just piss the shit out of me and I don't want to fucking get them. Oh, here's one that another one that I gave up on. Maybe the last one I gave up on that I can think of. Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I will never ever in my entire life get that platinum trophy. And what makes me sad is it's only because of one trophy. The rest of the trophies I could certainly get. Oh damn, that was the wrong way. Fuck. That's not good either, because this water is really dangerous. The most dangerous enemies are in this damn water. I'd rather fight the volcano enemies than the lake enemies. But yeah, the one trophy, the transit trophy, it's called Tower of Babel. You have to do the Easter egg for transit. And Buddy and we've done, I think, every Easter egg except that one. We've done pretty much every Easter egg of every Zombies map. We didn't do Moon because we got to the last step and for some reason it didn't work and we were pissed off and gave up, but we actually want to go back and do that one again. We've done all the crazy ones. We did Origin, which we just recently did Origin, and it closed a chapter of our life, let me tell you. we did the Origins Easter egg for like 2 years of our life, or maybe even more, 3, 4 years. How long has Black Ops been out? I don't know, but it was years of our life gone. You know, that probably every month we gave it a good attempt, and we finally did it last month, and it felt like we had closed a chapter of our life. It felt like all of our work had finally paid off, and it was an amazing, magical moment of our lives. I don't think there's anything up there, so I'm not gonna go away. Oh man, look at all this lava. So anyways, yeah, that was huge. But transit, we will never ever do, because the final step, or maybe not the final one, but one of the final steps in transit, you have to get the him zombie, the electric zombie. You have to kill him with an EMP, I think, before he hits you or whatever. Or no, it's not that. It's just you have to kill him with the EMP, but you have to kill him in the right spot, and you have to do all this other shit. And we tried it forever, and we could never get him to spawn at a reasonable wave. We'd be on wave like 35, and he would just never spawn. And we're sitting there dying by zombies. Oh, that looks scary. Okay, that didn't do that much. Alright, let's just kill this fucker. But yeah, the game never wanted to give us what we needed to complete the trophy, and we got so frustrated with it that we were just like, never again will we try this, because it's not worth it. It's not worth getting so frustrated over. So I've pretty much given up on that forever, which is unfortunate, because like I said, we've done all the other ones, and some of the other ones, you know, especially Origin, had its extremely frustrating parts too, but for some reason Transit has just always been something that we always hated doing, and the Easter egg isn't fun, you know. The Origins Easter egg is super fun, but the Transit Easter egg is just no fun. It's just terrible all the way through, and so this is just like all lava. What the fuck? This isn't fair. Just taking damage constantly, although it doesn't seem to be a lot of damage, but can she use level 6 yet? No. I want her to go up some more levels so I can use level 6, and I can also use more heals, because they really come in handy. So I think that's about it on trophies that I've completely given up on. The rest of them I just haven't done yet, and we'll probably do in the future. I want to continue to increase my platinum trophy count. It's one of the things that I really enjoy doing. Even though the videos are kind of just me getting them and that's it. Ooh, those look scary. But people seem to enjoy the videos, so I don't mind continuing to do them. But those are really for my own enjoyment. I just really enjoy doing platinum trophies. I think they're fun.